guys, how you doing? This is EJ Uno, guys, coming back again with a update for the Motorola Edge Plus 2023, guys. Now, I did a video about this phone when I was doing a review and unboxing when I first got it. So I've been having time, and this has been my main driver of a phone for ever since I did the video. And don't get me wrong, the phone is very well put together and nice and comes with a lot of good things about the phone. But of course, I do have to make this video for the pros and cons and for everybody who is interested in getting a phone like this, because it is a lot of Motorola fans out there. So just going through the phone just a little bit. This phone is about a retail price of $800. I did a trade-in on Motorola and got it for $297. Very, very good deal. And I strategize everybody do the same. But let me tell you about the good stuff about the phone, and I will tell you about the bad things about the phone. So this phone has a 1080p 6.7-inch screen, 60 megapixel front facing camera, POLED resolution with a 1080p, on screen fingerprint sensor, top and bottom surround sounds, has a 50 megapixel, another 50 megapixel, and I think that's a 8 or 16 depth with an LED flash. I have a case on this phone. It has a refresh rate of 165. It has a RAM of 8 and a 512 internal memory. 512, that's amazing. The phone is IP68 and it does have wireless charging. So on that being said, and it has the new Snapdragon Gen 2 processor, which is amazing. The phone moves like butter. You know what I'm saying? And the resolution, everything's great about the phone. Now, here comes the part that I don't want to smash Motorola, but I think this video has to be made, because if you're having the same problems, definitely drop a comment. Give me a thumbs up. You know what I'm saying? If you guys feel what I'm saying. So, I thought it was just me. But it wasn't. When I'm making phone calls, now, when I'm in my house, the phone is not as bad. But if I'm like on the highway or something like that, my voice gets very, very extorted. I try to do the normal steps of troubleshooting, and none of it fixed the problem. You might say, what's the normal troubleshooting that it might be? Okay, so let me tell you. I went to my networks. I refreshed the network. I called the company that I go by, which is Metro, had them refresh the network, power cycle the phone on and off. Let me see what else I did. I clicked the network manually on and off. Everything I possibly can think of. Nothing fixed the problem. You sound distorted when like you're on the highway, or you might be in a different place, and my voice sounds choppy. Now, the thing I used to complain about Motorola is Motorola made some phones that I was really into them, but the network was always an issue. Some things just haven't changed. Something else I gotta say, something big that I want to say about this is that this phone, it hasn't been doing it recently, but the phone ended up power cycling off, and you have to hold the power button down for about 10 seconds, 5 to 10 seconds, for it to reboot. Now, it didn't just happen once, it didn't just happen twice, it didn't just happen 3 times. It was like a total of 4 times, and I was thinking like my battery was dead. Of course, it wasn't dead, and the phone was on 65%, but it's still an issue. So I don't know if when they're going to update this to Android 14, if they're going to throw in the bug, or if it's going to be something different that they're going to throw in, like the bug fixes. But Motorola, please, you know what I'm saying? Somebody, hashtag shares this video. that Motorola gets that this phone really needs to be updated, and it moves like butter. It is good, but it does need a little bit more help with it to cope with what it's doing. I don't know if it's getting too hot and it needs to cool down. I don't know what's really going on with it, but as far as the phone calls that people hear me, it be choppy, or that the phone powers on and off, or just something else I forgot to mention. When you put the phone on speaker, it is just as bad as you've been on the highway and hearing me be all chopped up. So yeah, guys. So I just definitely wanted just to put that out there. Other than that, the phone is very great, but I mean, what are you buying the phone for if you can't talk on it or people can't hear you? So guys, I'm just saying, if anybody's interested in getting this phone, maybe I got the bad batch, but hold on to your receipt. Do those test calls, not just at home, but all about, just to see if the phone is doing that. I thought it was just my phone, but as you see, I'm doing a video from my iPhone XS Max, and people say that phone just sounds it sounds marvelous. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, guys, I'm about to end this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell button. Appreciate you guys tuning in. I'll be back with the next.